We're going live on Facebook. Okay. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Welcome again to Facebook Live, and we're also, you may be watching this on the rebroadcast on YouTube. If you're new to our channel, by the way, and you're on YouTube, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And if you haven't gone over to Facebook, make sure you do. We're giving away lots of stuff. We just give away a paraffin bath.
Not a whole body bath, just for your hands.
Yeah, just for your hands. It's kind of a nice device. But anyway, we probably should tell what we're going to talk about today, Brad.
Yes.
5 advanced ways to get rid of those knots from your shoulders, neck, traps, you know.
Right, the stubborn ones that you can't get out. We're going to show you a few tricks that will help you out.
These are some advanced ones, by the way. They work quite well. So trigger points are kind of a mystery, aren't they, Brad? They're kind of a little nodules you'll find in the muscles.
Right.
Hyper irritable nodules.
Yep, they tighten up, and sometimes I think everyone's experienced this. You get that knot, it's like, boy, you're stretching, it just feels like something to just let it go and get rid of it.
Now, the knots themselves, they can emerge in the muscle itself too, but quite often, I think the majority of knots are coming from the spine, Brad. I'm going to grab the spine real quick.
Yeah,
Keep talking.
go ahead. So what Bob's talking about is something is out of place or deranged in the spine, so to speak, and if you can get rid of that, then the muscle is actually responding to the spine issue or the spine lesion, if you will. But we need to get rid of that and get things
right. Precisely, Brad. So what we're saying here is the pain. The problem is in the spine, and it's sending pain out into the muscle. And one sign of this, why you may know that that's what's happening, is if you move your neck or your body and the trigger point actually goes to a different spot, that's a good sign that it's from the spine.
Yeah. So in other words, you might feel the pain way over here, and then if you move like this and the pain changes just as a result of some neck movement, chances are the problem is up in the low neck, not down here.
The problem is sometimes the problem is from the spine right here, and it's really hard to treat this part of the spine, Brad.
Right.
And that's the first trick we're going to show you is how to get into this spot right here, which is that tough spot.
Yep. They've got the rib cage supporting it, and it's hard to get to. And
now, one way you can do is you can actually, before I talk about the socks, you can actually take a couple tennis balls, you put them in the sock, and you put them right together like this, and they create this device here that you can put right, on each side of the spine. Can I show on you, Brad?
Sure.
So you can put it right on each side of the spine, and you can lay on that and roll, and that'll help manipulate or work the spine in that area, and hopefully take away the knots that are in the area in between the shoulder blades or even going out. The problem with this, Brad, that I find is even tennis balls are really hard.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
This is actually a lacrosse ball, but even the tennis balls, what I have found is some people love it and a lot of people don't.
Right.
So I came up with my own invention, Brad.
Let's see it, Bob.
This is going to be the Schrupp technique. So this is something you can do at home. You need 5 socks. Yes, sir, you need 5 socks. And these kind of work out the best. They're kind of a thinner sock, kind of a longer sock.
Sure.
And you're going to start at the toe, and you're going to roll it up, and you're going to roll it up real tight.
It might help if someone's pulling on you, sure, like that, to get a little tighter.
Yeah, and now I take the end, and I take the opening of the sock, and I'm going to go around it, and now I created kind of a tube almost.
Right. There's got to be a name for how that's rolled up like that.
Well, now I'm going to take another set of socks, Brad, and I'm going to roll right over the top of it. Again, I'm starting with the toe, and I'm going on, the lengthwise side here. I'm going to roll it up again real tight. I can do it this one, Brad. I just pull real tight like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the opening and put it over the sock.
So what you're creating is you're taking the place of the tennis ball or the lacrosse ball. Is that
I'm creating a sock ball. Yep.
This is not going to be as aggressive, but yet it's firm enough where it's going to get in it and relax that muscle, get that knot to release.
Precisely, Brad. And what I did is I actually shaped it into a ball now, Brad, after I did all that.
Yeah.
Now, I already did this with one other, I already created one other sock ball. So now we got 2 sock balls.
Did you have these all washed, Bob, before we?
Yes, we did.
Good, good.
So I'm going to put it in there, and now you have the 2 sock balls, and you're going to put them right here, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down one, Brad.
Let's show them how it's done.
So I'm going to go ahead and you're going to find the spot. You're going to hit right on that troublesome spot, and you can put it right between the shoulder blades, Brad. And the thing is, this is not as hard, so it's a little less aggressive.
Sure.
But you can actually get into that spot, and now I can roll back and forth on top of it like this.
So you're actually getting them to roll
Yep.
under there. Yep.
And there my back just cavitated or cracked a little bit.
Good.
So did again.
Oh, a
So
double header.
I can work it all the way down. And
So this is something you're not going to do on your bed, though, right? You're going to
no,
have to
you
go.
have to do it on the floor because you need a hard surface.
Yeah. Usually a carpeted floor works good. A hard floor, smooth floor probably won't work as well.
You can see I flattened them out a little
Yeah,
bit.
you did. Wow.
Can you do this on the wall too, Brad?
Well, only if I try.
So
Okay.
stick over to this part here.
All right. So I'm going to line them up right here like that and trap them there. And now I'm going to actually work them a little bit. Oops. And there
That
it
didn't
went.
work.
There's a way to do
You
this,
probably should have
Bob.
tried this first.
No, there we go. Okay.
Maybe a one-handed where you hold on to it.
Okay, so I got it there now, but these don't roll quite as good as the
Right.
on the ball like you can with the.
It works fine laying down on the floor.
Yep. There you go.
So you may want to use a tennis ball on the wall. You also could put it in a nylon sock, and that way you could hold on to both ends of it while you're
Right.
doing it.
Or just
So,
have someone help you out.
yeah. All right, next one, Brad. This is my go-to device. Actually, either one of these works out fine. This is the Theracane, and that's the back buddy, right?
Back
buddy.
knobber.
Back knobber.
Back knobber 2.
2.
Yep.
Okay. And what the advantage of this one is it comes apart, right? So you can put it in a suitcase easier. Mm-hmm. So when my back is hurting or when I get a knot, this is the thing I use.
Sure.
I mean, it just works out really good.
Show them how it works.
Okay.
Bob. People are waiting.
So one thing, you can put pressure right on, I hope I'm still in camera here. You can put pressure
double
right on the knot and just work on it. And you can even massage the muscle a little bit
There
if you
you
want.
go.
But what I have found that really works, Brad, is that I put it kind of somewhat on the spine
Yep.
and I move with it. So one of the girls that works for us, she came in the other day. She goes, I got a knot. Can you get it out? I had her do this. She put the pressure on the knot, and while the pressure's on, I got both hands here. I had her extend, I had her flex, I had her turn, and I had her turn.
So she's doing this while the pressure.
While the
is-
pressure's on, I'm putting a good pressure on it. I'm turning. Now, if it really makes it worse, a certain direction, I don't do that direction.
Okay.
But if it feels better, going in this direction, I'll maybe keep doing turns like this.
Go closer this way.
Okay.
There.
How's that?
Yeah, Facebook was a little short on you. You're
Okay. We're getting her now? All right, so I turn, I extend, I flex, all these movements here.
There you go.
Now, Brad, you also have a way for doing it on the mat here,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, and you can do it with either one. I kind of like this one for this particular. I'm gonna use
Okay.
this one. And so you're gonna use a lot of leverage here. I'm gonna find that knot with the ball at the end there, just like Bob was doing. Either one will work. And now I'm just saying that, but I'm just gonna it's all leverage. It leverages right through the floor or the table. And I've got a lot of pressure, and I can easily maneuver it and I got to get up a little bit there. Whoa! And when you hit that knot, it doesn't take much pressure. So this is really.
Be real careful with this. I don't want you to get worse by doing this, and I would start with standing and doing it first, Brad, wouldn't you? And then you could experiment with laying down.
You can see with one finger, I
Yeah.
can easily get enough pressure on that tight knot. And I'm just going to hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds and see if it releases. If it releases after 20, and I like to time it, after 30 seconds, if it just feels like it's getting worse, then I change or I'll move or I'll do
Go on to
something
a different
different.
position?
Yep, another position,
Sure.
yep.
By the way, as we do with all these programs, at the end, if there's any questions, we'll take some from Facebook.
Sure.
So the next one, Brad, is, especially if we believe it really is coming from the spine, what you may want to try is some neck extensions first, Brad. Do you mind bringing the chair over and showing how they could do these, Brad? So first you're going to do it is just try to do without a strap or without a towel.
Sure.
He's going to try to do some extensions like this, and he's going to see, does that help take away the pain that's going into the shoulder blade?
Right.
So you're trying some of these, some repeated ones of these, and if it hurts when you go back so far, don't go back as far. Just go as far as it will allow. Eventually, over time, you want to see if you can go way back.
Right.
Most people I find, they can't do it.
Right.
It hurts.
Get back to here, and it'll be locked up, and don't force it. Just means you got to, use something else, and it can be a towel roll.
So that's what Brad and I do. Our go-to thing is either a towel roll, or he's got the stretch-out strap here, which works out really good too.
Yeah.
But he's going to start with the towel roll.
Get it low on the neck and in here. Now, there's a couple different ways you can start here, and just having the support there oftentimes can allow you to go back farther pain-free. And the more advanced method is to go up like this. So I'm pulling up, putting a little traction on, and I'm looking right at my thumbs, and I go up like this. And again, you're only going to do that if that pain, by doing this, goes away or dramatically releases it. And so, oh, that feels much better. And then as you're done, you'll feel the release, and you'll feel much better.
Quite often, Brad, sometimes for me, it's the next day sometimes.
Yeah.
I stretch it and it didn't help that much, but the next day it's a lot better because
Okay.
I got it
Yeah.
moving. So
So
and here's-
again, this just allows you to get more specific to one level or the other. I may start down here at the lower neck, and I'm going to work up a little bit and up. And now, what I find with patients when I do this, I'll start low, and if it's not feeling better there, I'll move up. Half
that's
inch.
what's nice about the strap.
Yeah.
You can really focus in on a certain level of the neck.
Right.
Again, the whole idea behind this is that it feels better on the spine. Usually like to be in a solid back chair when you're
Yeah.
doing these, and leaning back over the chair.
Sure.
Not a flexible back.
Right.
The one that works for me when I get knots is I actually do chin tucks and I do side bend. The one that works for me, I'm going to repeat this because I think we got cut off on YouTube, is that you do chin tuck and then side bend to the side where I feel the pain on. And a lot of times, again, it feels good to do it, but sometimes it doesn't necessarily take away all the pain. But after I do it for, throughout the day, by the end of the day or by the next day, it's gone.
Okay.
So it's not always an immediate thing for me.
Sure.
But eventually it does work. The final one, Brad, that we're going to try is, you want to go ahead and pitch a ball in there, Lonnie? Let's see what she's got.
Whoa.
There we go. And this again is one where a lot of the knots are maybe more in the mid back or upper back. You're going to go ahead and find a little ball like that you can get at any big box store or online. Nice little soft ball, and he's going to go ahead and do some hallelujah stretches over the top of that.
And you gotta have to, a firm chair works best for this. So we're gonna go back like this, and we can stretch back.
So again, he's going
There we go.
hallelujah.
I can
My
feel
pain
like
is gone.
I gotta go up just a little bit. It's gonna feel better there, and you'll get a feel for that. Oh, that is a nice stretch.
Yeah.
I think this is a good stretch to do, even if you don't have a knot, just to help prevent.
Oh, it
the
is.
maintenance thing.
That's a great stretch to do for anybody to do. That's correct.
Particularly if you spend a lot of time on your cell phone or computer
Lonnie, you want to
watching
look
TV.
and see if there's anybody on Facebook with any questions at this point? So those are the 5. We got the sock method, we got Theracane, we got neck extensions and then we got neck and side bending, and then we got the stretch over the ball.
Yeah.
So,
Is anybody out there?
is anybody out there?
I have had C5, C6 problems for years. I am in late 60s lately. I have been having pain with my ear and mastoid area.
Okay, so she's having C5, C6. This lady's she's in her 60s, you said?
In her 60s, yeah.
And she's having pain in her ear and mastoid area. I find that more often is from a higher cervical problem, C1, C2. And quite often what we work on when someone's getting pain that's traveling like down here and up into the head, and maybe even into the ear. I mean, it could also be her jaw. I mean,
Sure.
TMJ definitely sends pain into the ear
Right.
and that. But if it is like the suboccipital area there, a lot of times we work on rotations
Sure.
and actually work on trying to improve the turning.
Right.
There's an advanced method we use with that, but I can't really show on
Right.
film here.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's more for the therapist.
yeah, it's
I
more
think.
for a therapist. And sometimes just taking the 2 fingers. Yeah, Brad, you want to show that? And doing circular massage or even a splaying massage where you put your fingers together, and just massage that upper area there to see if that provides you some relief. And a lot of times it will.
And you'll see, you should check to see if one direction rotation versus the other. If,
Oh, very good point, Brad.
if
Yeah.
one is farther, or if one creates or makes the pain worse. Then you can do the massage and work those muscles and then turn that same direction and see if you can go further and or if the pain is reduced as a result.
Yeah, very good point.
that
In
massage.
case you weren't hearing on Facebook, Brad was saying, check your rotations, and if you find one is limited compared to the other, that often is an indicator that you're having trouble with your higher cervical area, the
Right.
higher cervical.
Sure.
So will the tennis balls work for neck as well as the shoulders if you have compressed disc in the neck or anywhere?
No, if you have a neck problem, I wouldn't do the tennis
Right.
balls. I would do the ones we were showing at the end, the cervical extensions and the cervical shin tucks and side bending. That's what are going to work for the neck.
Right. And if you've had surgery on your neck and you got, particularly if you have hardware in your neck, I would just avoid these altogether.
Yeah, you can't do any of these if you've had surgery anywhere.
Right.
Even a compression fracture, I wouldn't be messing
Right.
with
So
this.
if you've got a history and you had surgery or some serious problems in the past, then you should see a therapist. This is for people who are reasonably healthy and you
Right.
get those knots that come and go here and there. We're going to try and work those out so they don't have to live with it for a
You know, a
week.
lot of them, we're seeing it because a lot of the knots are caused by bad posture. I hate to say we always keep coming
yeah.
back to that, but this forward head posture, that is causing the trigger points.
Oh, yeah.
The more you can correct that, the better off you're going to be.
Yep.
Any other questions on you, or do we? That's it. Okay.
I was just asking if the Theracane would be on YouTube too.
Oh, the Theracane.
Exercise.
Yeah, I'll make sure that we put a link towards it on YouTube, and eventually I'll get it on Facebook too. I won't get there later because I got to work today now. I got to see patients. So, again, the point I want to again make about posture, especially when you're working at a computer or if you're looking at your phone,
Yeah.
make sure you're bringing the phone up to you, not going down to the phone. Make sure you're bringing your screen up on your computer so
Exactly.
that you have good posture. That's going to take away a lot of these problems.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching, and make sure you subscribe to us and like us.
Stay knot free.
Oh, stay not free. Oh, isn't that nice?